everyone, it's Kathy from Bishop Stone Yarns, and I'd like to welcome you all here to my little podcast. For those of you who've been watching for a while, you'll know that I've just finished a whole heap of kind of daily vlogs that have gone over the Tour de Fleece. So I've been spinning each day that Tour de Fleece and Tour de Femme have been on. And if you're interested in spinning and all my hand spun and what I've made, you can go back and watch all those videos. But I thought I would just pop on and do a quick video to show you that what I have or actually haven't been doing recently in terms of crafting. So this is a crafting podcast where I usually talk about knitting, sewing, weaving, I don't know, any other things that I've been working on. Mainly sewing, knitting, those kind of things. But it could be anything, really. Oh, and cross stitch, but I haven't been doing any cross stitch lately. But yes, so as I was saying, I am a crafting podcast, and I am coming to you from Tasmania, which is the little island at the bottom of Australia. And it is August. And so we are still in the middle of winter, even though today is a really, really sunny day. It's absolutely gorgeous. I've had to put the blind down so that I can try and have a little bit of, so you can actually see me in here. I haven't got a lot to show you. I mean, I have been so busy with all my spinning that I really haven't done any other craft. I have... I've got 3 finished objects here. One you've kind of basically seen before. Yes, anyway, I'm going to start. So the first item I've got is the Sieve, S-E-V-E jumper that I finished by Isabel Kramer. I don't know if you can see that there. So I had talked about this in the last podcast, so you can probably see here on the picture, this is a short sleeve version, whereas I did the long sleeved version of this. If you want to know all about the yarn, which is, I think it's called Scandi Wool, if you want to know all about that, just go back to my last crafting podcast. So just before just before the Tour de Fleece podcasts, or podcast videos, whatever you want to call them, and you'll I've got all my information there. Otherwise, you can find me on Ravelry as Bishop Stone, so I've got all my projects, well, not all, most of my knitting projects, and a lot of my hand spun up there as well. Okay, so this is fully finished now. So maybe what I might do is I might actually just take my this jumper off. So this is one of my hand spun hand knitted jumpers. This is the Birkin by, is it Caitlin Hunter, I think, but it's called the Birkin. And I have talked about this lots and lots before. Anyway, let me just take this off. And oops. Okay, so first of all, I will show you. This has 2 different sides. So you have a panel here. The front side has a really wide panel. You can kind of see very, very wide panel and the other side has just 1 stripe. Now it is reversible, so you could wear it either way. You could have that as the front, or you could have this as the front. I actually prefer this as the front and this as the back. So but it is designed, the jumper is designed in a way that you can wear it either. It's reversible in terms of front and back. So quite a basic kind of shaping, if that makes sense, so that you can either wear it whichever way you want. I just feel like this is more of a front, a wider section, and it's it's got the pretty stuff happening at the front and then just the one panel at the back. To me, that looks more front, and the other one looks more like back. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the back there? I can't squat down really all that easily to show you. But yes, so that, there we go. That is the sieve, S-E-V-E, is that how you say it? Sieve? But I really like that. It's really nice. I'm actually even thinking, now I've put it on, I'm thinking actually this would be really nice and in a light colour as well. Maybe I was just thinking a light green or a light, I don't know. I quite enjoyed knitting this. It was quite easy and quick, and this is very lightweight. I just like the whole thing. It's nice. I like the colour. I like the feel of it. So I have one new jumper, even though I keep thinking how many jumpers do I really need, but this is going to be a great kind of like everyday jumper. And like I said, I think I might end up, probably will end up knitting another one of these. I do happen to do that, as I have with the Birkin here. Where are we? Here's the front. So, you know, for those of you who've been around for a while, you know I've got this one and I've got a blue one with a white pattern on it. I have done a couple of, when I like a pattern, I usually end up kind of knitting it in a few different colours. But yeah, very happy with this. Actually, I might start wearing, now that I've shown you all this, I might actually start wearing this soon. That is if winter, we have had some really cold weather, so wearing my hand spun jumpers a lot this winter, and they've just been keeping me really, really nice and warm. Now, the next two things I'm going to show you, well, they're finished, but I haven't fully finished them, as in like I haven't sewn in the ends yet. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon after I finish talking to you all. So first of all, I'll talk about the yarn, and this is all I have left. Where is the best way to show you? Only a tiny bit of this left. This is Peyton, so Peytonal Artistry 4-ply. It is 80% merino, 20% nylon. It's 100 grams and there's 375 meters. So yes, that's the yarn, that's the label, and that is the leftover bit of the yarn. So it's a bit hard to tell, but if in the skein, like half the skein was like this grey colour here, and then the other half was the orangey colour. So I was quite keen to see how this turned out. So I have finished 2 pairs of socks. Now, I'm just thinking exactly where I was when I finished these off. I was somewhere where I didn't have, where exactly was I when I finished them? Anyway, I was away somewhere and I didn't have my DPNs with me to finish off the toes. So usually what I do is when I just do a, leave about 8 stitches and do a Kitchener stitch bind off for the end. But because I didn't have my double pointed needles or my sewing needle with me, what I did was I just finished these off, and I came to a point, like just kept decreasing, came to a point and then finished them off. I'm not sure. I will be interesting to see how this goes. I'm going to wear this a few times, if you can kind of imagine. So there we go. The foot, it just comes to quite a point there, as opposed to usually it will be kind of fairly flat across here. I'm going to wear them a few times and leave this tail, because if I feel, we'll just wear them around the house, if I feel that this is not a good idea, then I will unpick that and go back and just do it as a Kitchener stitch. But it might work. it might be okay. Once you get your toes in there, I'm going to see if I can do this. See if I can show you. I see. See, this is the pair I'm wearing at the moment. So you can see how the end of the sock is quite rounded, and this one comes to a point. But the funny thing about socks is that once you've been wearing them for a while, they do kind of tend to gravitate to having. So here we go. There you go. You see, you can see that. See, this little bit here might get a bit annoying, or it might not. I don't know. See, I mean, you can't really see. It doesn't come quite so much to a big huge point, apart from that little knobbly bit that's sticking out. If I was to pull the end through on my sock, and pull it through to the underside or the inside, it might be fine. I mean, I can only try. If it doesn't look, I mean, if it doesn't feel particularly good, I will then just undo it and do a Kitchener stitch. But anyway, make do is sometimes what you have to do, considering that I didn't have any other option. And the reason why I wanted to break these both off and finish them was I wanted to start knitting something else. But because I only had one skein and I had been knitting one ball from the outside of the skein and one ball from the inside of the skein, I really had to finish these off before I started my next project. Oh, that's not Maya, sorry. Someone has just gone past. She's just guarding me because somebody just went past the house. Because then I wanted to start my second project with the wool, which is I'm about to show you here. And mind you, these I also need to put in the ends of this one. So I get myself ready. I just knitted myself a pair of fingerless mittens because I have a pair of well, they were a rectangular shape that you fold in half and put together, which I just wear when I take the dog out for a walk at night time. But I was thinking there are some times when actually I need a little bit more coverage on my thumbs, not necessarily on my fingers so much. And I used to knit a lot of fingerless mitts like these for the shop when I used to sell my things through a shop in Hobart, but I don't have that many that I have actually kept for myself. So I thought these lovely autumnal colours, and so I've still got the green here is where I joined on for the thumb, which I'm going to take off, but I actually had left that in there thinking green would have been nice. Would have been nice actually if there was a little bit of dark green like that in the colourway. But yeah, so like I said, these are finished. I finished the knitting, but I just have to sew in the ends, so I'll do that this afternoon. And yeah, really happy with how that looks. And they'll be nice and warm as well. So they'll be good dog walking mittens. So I was able to get a pair of socks for myself and a pair of fingerless mittens out of this 100 grams, and really I wasn't left with anything. You only saw that tiny ball that I was left with. So yep, that's all I was left with. So quite happy being able to get both of those out of that skein. Okay, so that is the only knitting I have been doing. I mean, I finished this jumper, finished those two, and then I've just been spinning. But of course, I do also sometimes need to have a little break from that. So I have been, well, I went through my stash and I came across a sashiko panel, which I had bought a little while ago. Just kind of see if I can find the name on it. And it's simply called Sashiko Stitchery Panel. And Devonstone Collective. Devonstone Collective? I don't know. Anyway, so this is, that's the name of the panel. And so where are we going? Okay. Oh, well, I'll just start with what I've got. So here's part of the panel. This is how it comes. It is already with the pattern on it. Lovely, beautiful blue and the pattern. So I've got a number of different squares designs to start with. This is what I have done so far. So far I have done this white. I am thinking, if I stand up and come in a bit closer, I am thinking that the other colour might be like, I might do the other way, the basket weave that way. I might be doing that in like a light blue. And then this is the next panel. I'm going to start this one here next. And then I also have this kind of triangular one here. Oh, I've lost my seat. Look. Can you see? Miss Maya has just jumped up onto the seat. Oh, doesn't take long for her to get up there, does it? Where are we? Okay, the other one I have been working on is this panel here. So, maybe it goes up this way. Okay, so you can see this panel here is finished and this one is finished. So they were quite good fun to do. And then same here. This is a similar pattern. Oh, let's see if I can put them next to each other. This is a bit like a basket weave, a little bit like this pattern, except this one has one row and two more rows going the opposite way, whereas this one is 3 and 3, if that makes any sense. And I still think the contrasting, the other lines probably need to be done in a light blue. But yes, so there's 4 panels. Oh, and these, I haven't decided what colour I'm going to do for the inside of these flowers, whether to do it all white or whether to do just coloured in the top, and I don't know, I haven't quite decided. But anyway, so that's how far I have got with that panel. Then, okay, so this is one of the other panels to do as well. A lot of samples, which I kind of quite like about this. So here's some more of the panels to do. Now, the reason that I actually bought this in the first place, let me see if I can sit back down with Maya, if she's going to share her seat with me. You going to share your seat with me, little Miss May? No, she will. Oh, look, she's in the sunshine. Oh, you just wanted to be in the sunshine, did you? Wanted to be up on the chair in the sunshine. Okay. We'll leave her there for a minute. So the reason that I bought this panel was because when I saw it, it has this beautiful panel here with koi on it, and I just thought that is so nice. I love that. I'm kind of thinking it'd be nice. Do I do the fish in orange and then the background all in white? Because koi are usually, koi, they're just like big goldfish type things. So they're usually white and orange. So it would be nice to have a little bit of orange in there. But really, really liked that one. But my favourite panel is this one. Oh, absolutely love the rabbit. I've got another bit of fabric with which I think it's like a little coaster which has got the rabbit on it. I've also got a little pottery plate that has a rabbit on it. So yes, so my thought is to make like a little wall hanging with these, and then some of the sampler patterny bits so that they could be up on the wall as a little wall display. I thought that'd be really lovely. Yes, I'm not sure. This one I might just do. I do it all in white, maybe all in white except for the flowers. I might just do these flowers over here and the flowers down the bottom in a different colour. But yeah, looking forward to that. But I thought I would just have a go at some of the little panels first, the little different patterns. And the thread that this is the sashiko thread that I am using. The only thing is that it's quite nice and thick. Just going to see if I can find to show you. It's here we go. It's lovely and thick. This thread is. It's really, really nice. But it has, because it has something like 6, I think there's about 6 strands or something in here. The problem is it unwinds very easily, if you know what I mean. And then I don't really like the way that it looks. There's a few, where are we going? A few of these crosses in the bottom down here where it has unfurled a little bit, and I didn't really like the look of that. So it's quite slow going. Usually with sashiko you kind of go and you load the needle with lots and lots of stitches on it. But I find that I can't do that. Oh, Maya. I find I can't do that because if I put too many stitches on the needle before I pull the thread through, yeah, it kind of unwinds a bit. But apart from that, I'm really enjoying this. Haven't got any knitting on the go, as I said, so I'm just going to be doing a bit of stitching, maybe a bit of sewing. Should get back to doing a bit of weaving, and I will catch up with you all later when I've got something else to show. I hope everyone's been crafting and having fun, and I'd be really happy to hear any comments below. What have you been making? Have you been knitting something, sewing something? Yeah, leave a comment below and I will catch up with you all as soon as I've got something else to show you. Bye.